Previously on DrakeParagon.
There are a lot of birds.
What makes you think you can just hang out on my bowsprit? That's too cute.
Monique's favorite meal.
The problem is, a lot of it is in Danish. We need to be waiting for a weather window.
Queque eritar su tisak. There is a landing stage. It's a little overwhelming. Fill that up with hydraulic oil. It'll go down the tube. It'll come in here. This is exactly what I need.
Gloucester!
It's a beautiful sound.
Mr. Pumpkin!
You know, I was like, because this guy was, Jakey was like, don't lie to me. I was like, okay.
Don't lie to me. I'll be calling you captain soon.
I'll get myself a little hat.
So, what are your plans after we reach Lisbon?
Well, I have to go and graduate. So I have to tell everybody about this trip. I'm working in a shop selling outdoor clothes.
Oh yeah!
Yeah. So, that's kind of like my backup if I run out of money.
Working in a sports store.
Yeah. So no, I really like the people that were working there.
Wow, well that's awesome. It's been really great sailing with you.
Likewise.
Man, it is a foggy morning this morning.
Okay, if you just keep going straight.
Alright, you guide me in, huh? Because it's pretty tight.
Don't hit the Coast Guard boat.
That would be bad.
Don't hit the Harbor Master's boat. You probably wouldn't like that either. Ew.
What's the matter?
You just dropped it in that nasty water.
It happens. So Harbor Master dinghies, not dinghies, but Harbor Master boats. He's got two of them. I just have to. Okay, here I am in Gloucester. No idea where the train station is.
I thought you looked it up.
Nope.
Why?
I didn't have time.
That's silly.
I figured I'd just go ask somebody. Anybody on the street? Yeah.
And it was talking about directions, and they said, like, if you need directions, don't go to a gas station. They never know where they are.
Yeah.
Like, go to a pizza place.
Go to a pizza place.
Yeah, or like the mail, like the post office, like places like this. Or if you see like a UPS guy,
Yeah.
like ask these people for directions.
Yeah. Who do you not ask for directions?
Gas station.
They never know.
They never know. But they won't admit that they don't know. So they're like, oh yeah, you just go up there, you take a left, you go a little straight, and you take another left, and you go right, and you're there. And then you're just nowhere.
No.
What time is your train?
I think it's at like 9 something.
What time is it now?
7:52.
So I think that's it.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
Let's check out the bagel and bake shop day.
Go ahead, please.
Wow. Small and big.
It's like it's just like the little. I don't need a sleeve, but the little sleeve doesn't even fit on it. It's so cute.
What did you get for for breakfast? What's that?
That's a cinnamon roll.
Wow. I got a bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel.
We should just call it the Drake.
And we've got an hour to kill.
It'll be interesting to see how it goes.
I think it'll go great. This will also be different than our experience with Adam, because Adam was aboard for just the voyage. Like, he arrived and we left the next day. Every time we did stop, everything was focused on getting ready to go as soon as possible. And so that'll be different. We'll be living together kind of like roommates.
No, not kind of like. Exactly like.
Also, this is 4 months instead of just 10 days.
Downpours slowly work towards the east. They will be with us for the early morning commute tomorrow.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a nap on the train. I'm tired.
Okay, well, thank you so much for walking me to the train station.
You're welcome.
I enjoyed our breakfast.
At Jim's Bagel and Bake Shop 8.
I'll either leave the boat at the Coast Guard, like the dinghy dock there.
Yeah.
Or if it's not there, then I'm on the boat.
Yes, and I'll call you on channel 16.
I'll leave the VHF. I'll probably forget the
Not only turn it on, but make sure that the volume's up and the squelch is right.
Where are you? See you later.
Have fun.
I will. I'm going to play the ukulele with Mr. Pumpkin.
Yeah.
We're anchored right here, and the Coast Guard base and the dinghy dock is right here. And oh, we are right here. So I'll take the commuter rail train all the way to Boston. Two great crew sailed to Greenland. I think it's going to be a great trip.
Now approaching West Lobster. Now approaching Salem.
Pretty fancy graffiti.
This stop is Len.
Trains are pretty cool. They have Wi-Fi on them. I feel like such an old timer. I remember the previous version of this station, which was originally made in the 1920s. They tore the whole thing down and rebuilt this. Not like it used to be. So right above us is the Boston Garden, where our basketball team, the Celtics, play against visiting teams. The Boston Bruins play here. They play ice hockey, and sometimes they use that skating rink for other sort of ice skating performance shows. Welcome to Boston. Can't wait to take Mo and Eanna on my guided tour of Boston. We'll go everywhere. We're going to take either the green or the orange as far as either of these two stops, Government Center or State Street, from where we'll hop on the blue line and go out to the airport. Wow. I went to Northeastern University, which is here on the Green Line. And Joff and I actually lived in an apartment out here on Brigham Circle. I used to live in Davis Square, I used to live in Porter Square, in Somerville. I used to live in Central Square with Joff in Cambridge. Chinatown. Boston's really great because you can get anywhere so easily through this public transportation system. And it's very efficient and it's very easy to use. So, let's go to the airport.
Train arrives in 10 minutes.
Purchase your trolley ticket. Purchase a new trolley card for bus and subway for an adult. Give me $5. I'm paying with a credit card. Let's confirm that. Put the card in, take the card out. Printing ticket. And there it is. Got my ticket. Thank you for riding the key. Alright. See how this works? You got the trolley card, you put it in the thing, gives it back to you, doors open, and we're in. We want to go to Forest Hills on the Orange Line going to State, or the Green Line. And if we take the Green Line, it's going to be different. We are on the outbound to Leachmere. We don't want outbound to Leachmere. We want inbound. So where's Green Line inbound? Ah, down here. Inbound Orange Line on the right. Inbound Green Line on the left. I'm going to take the train from North Station on the Green Line to... where do we get the blue? To Government Center. Oh, that train. Okay, this is my bus. That's probably him right there, 7639 from Dublin. So here we are at Boston Logan Airport, Terminal E, International Arrivals, where Eanna's flight is on time, and I don't know how long it's going to take for him to get through customs, but it's going to come through those doors.
On this flight, please proceed to gate.
Wonder what the holdup is. When I first got here, there were like several hundred people waiting to pick people up from flights landing from international, from other countries. But now the place is practically empty. It's just me. I've been staring at the international arrivals door there for the past 3 hours. Eanna's flight landed 2 hours and 15 minutes ago, and he still hasn't come through that gate. So I'm wondering if he's being detained by customs for whatever reason. Walk down to the corner there to the U.S. Customs and Border Patrol office where they have this bulletproof window. I asked about Eanna. I explained that I was a captain of a sailboat and Eanna was going to be my crew and he has a one-way ticket, and is he on the plane? Is he being detained? And they had me write his name down on a piece of paper and send it through the glass. And then they said, oh yeah, he'll be through. We just gotta wait a little bit longer. So I'm not sure what the holdup is. I think 3 hours is, I mean, even if they have a lot of flights and a lot of people, I think 3 hours is kind of a long time, huh? Customs called me and I talked to him on Skype right here, and they asked me all sorts of questions about Eanna, like, you know, what's his background, what does he do for a living, and what's he doing, why is he coming to the States. I told him he's going to be my crew. They asked how he was being compensated and what we would be doing prior to pushing off from the States on June 1st, and I just, like, you know, told him everything, what the deal was. And the guy was very nice on Skype and said that Eanna would be out shortly. So I guess he's been detained. Is that him?
Because they thought I was working for you and getting paid by you, and I was like, listen, I'm not getting paid at all. I'm just here because I want to go sailing. My heart, dum-dum.
Oh my god, I'm so
But it's
sorry.
okay, I'm here. I now just have to make sure I have my gear because they took it. So I'm going to go up to the desks and just ask for it. So. And they asked, well, why did they have you as official crew? And I said, well, I'm crewing for him. And they're like, so you're working for him? I'm like, no, I'm trying to. I crew for him, but I mean, we're friends, but I'm not getting paid for this. Like, why would they? Why would he not pay you? And I'm like, and they're like, and how are you affording this? And I said, well, I live at home with my parents, and I had a job and didn't have a social life, and just finished my degree, so. And then they said, but it says you're official crew here. Yeah. And I said, well, I am a crew, so you're working for him. And like, they couldn't distinguish between the two, and I understand like that they were doing their job. But I was scared, like, because I was in a room full of the nicest people. Like, some of them there were kind of grand and were fine, but some of the other guys were kind of scary people who didn't speak English. Or like, I need to get into this country. I was just thinking, I mean, I'm Irish, it's Boston, I thought it'd be okay. But I was like, because this guy was Jiggy, he was like, don't lie to me. I'm like, okay.
Don't lie to me.
And because I said, no, I've never been paid. And I stalled because I was just thinking, well, I work as an outdoor instructor. And is that, I mean, like, no, I teach kayaking, it's water sports, will they get confused? You know? And they said, have you ever been to the States? I said, yeah. And I've been, the last time I was here, it was for kayaking. And I wasn't working. And they said, have you ever applied for a visa? And I said, no, never, because I've never worked in the States. He said, and do you have anything to declare? And I said, I have champagne. And he goes, and I'm like, what does that mean? What have I done? I'll go off.
Oh no.
Yeah, and then he goes, just go wait by that poster, sir. And then some guy just goes, follow me. And I just follow this guy into a room, and they lock the door behind you. And I'm like, oh no,
boy.
This is scary. Sitting in a room with about maybe 20, 30 other people.
30 other people.
Yeah, and
all
they were really busy,
busy.
and they were like, they called one person up at a time, and everybody could hear what you were saying. Then everybody walked in again. I was like, I never want to go to prison. I never, ever want to go to prison. If that's what prison is, anything like scary people in a room together.
What were the other 30 people in the room like? Were they all from Ireland, or?
I think I was the only person from Ireland.
Really?
There were some Nigerian people were there. There was a few from India. I think a couple of Americans who had like green card problems.
Really?
One or two people with green card problems, and other people who had visa problems, like that they declared that they had them and they were kind of a little bit out of date and that type of thing. And then there was one scary guy who just decided to sit down beside me for some reason.
Oh yeah.
The scariest guy in there who, he kept like leaning over beside me, and I'm like, oh, I don't like this. And this other fella who was sitting opposite me, he kept looking at me and then writing his book, but he was doing like mathematics or something. And I was looking at it, it looked like, I can remember from doing the engineering that it looked like Fourier transfer, like this really big, long, complicated maths thing. And I'm like, is that like a ploy to make them think like he's really smart? And all this stuff so I can get into the country, I don't know. And Mr. Ryan.
Oh my god, effectively in a prison cell with 30 inmates.
And then there's like all these cops with guns, and I'm like, I'm not used to guns.
Yeah, all the customs guys are fully armed.
Yeah, like some guys with like body armor stuff.
Yeah.
And they look, they're God.
Yeah, he asked me, he said, are you paying him? And I said, no. And he said, are you sure? It's like, no, just food, food, room and board. He's my crew. Yeah. He's helping me sail my boat. He said, why is he sailing on your boat? And I said, because I need crew to help me sail the boat. Yeah. And he said, what makes him qualified to sail on your boat? Yeah. And I was like, well, I met when we were crew on another boat. We sailed from Ireland to Portugal, and he's a really good sailor.
I don't think they were sailors somehow.
Welcome to the United States again.
What are you doing here?
Welcome to Boston.
I know. So I'm really delighted to be here.
Yeah, you've never seen Boston before.
Never been to Boston.
Welcome aboard, and here's to the great adventure.
Fantastic.
Yeah. It's gonna be great.